Hello. Hello. And welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year. Every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. And we have a kitty. Sorry, I've been having some technical issues this morning, although good grief, at least it's not as bad as, did you see Hal Sparks yesterday on his national radio? Trying to get that live stream going. Oh my gosh. I don't know if he was being hacked or if his system was just trying to eat itself, but it was terrible. But anyway, we made it. We're here. And he's restless. And there's some kind of storm rolling in. So it keeps getting darker and darker. It's getting darker and darker and darker. Okay. Hello. Of course, Mrs. Everyone assume all data on is compromised. I don't know what you mean, but all right. I'm glad you guys like the kitties. You know, it's been suggested to me that I turn some of these kinds of things into make it available in packs for people to use in social media or what have you. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if people are interested, I may try it. Hello. We have Epic Troll Slayers. Thank you. We have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works for you. So, thank you. Oh, which you are famous? Really? I don't think so. Anyway, and Aquarian Tarot today, which is one of the, I bought 2 decks together. First time I bought decks, and this was one of them. This and the Halloween deck. I can still smell the New Age shop. Back in those days, all New Age shops pretty much smelled the same. But it's a great deck. This is not the original one I bought, but I still have the Halloween deck. I still pull it out. It's weird that it's still okay. Anyway, all right. So we've got all kinds of things to cover. So I've got questions that are rolled over from yesterday, and then there's a whole bunch of new news. So we're just going to jump in. At 3 minutes, 10 seconds in. All right. 3:20. Retelling Savoy got some good questions in early on this morning that YouTube didn't erase. Thank you. All right. Produced research in June showed that 70% or $9.3 billion of last year's increased electricity costs was the result of data center demand. Will we subsidize data centers and or AI? Or will legislators authorize utilities to have tier pricing systems with higher prices for AI? Well, I have to see. I didn't see that. I wasn't able to research that, what you're referring to, I'm afraid. But we're definitely dealing with higher electricity costs. Part of it is probably data centers. Part of it is having an absolute imbecile in the White House leading the administration and being fawned over by Congress with big, beautiful coal, and they have been canceling all kinds of green energy left, right, and center. It's crazy. Okay. All right. Thank you. Psst, yeah, you. I love that username. AI. Well, I guess I should look at electricity. Let's start with looking at electricity costs because Mr. Global, I don't know if you've run across him, but he works in the industry, and he has a lot of knowledge about energy and about the situation we're in. And he's got dire predictions. So, yeah. I mean, there's fire. And I guess if we could tap this, it would be a renewable source. Bad policies. Let's completely ignore climate change. You know, there is also increased need for electricity from, number one, all the electronics we use, but also we need more air conditioner. We need more heating. We need more everything to combat climate change. These energy companies who have been denying climate change for decades are monsters. Anyway. Yeah, there's Trump's victory. It just makes everything harder. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords. Well, yeah, the AI is not helping. But there were already systemic problems that this is exacerbating. And I'm not an apologist. I mean, I do like AI, but I'm not an apologist. I'm not saying, oh, it's all perfect. So Raymond says the last time Republicans cared about you was when you were a fetus, and not since. Electricity bills. There were electricity bills. Trump, you idiot. He's the entire picnic basket short of a picnic. Anyway. Pam says the last few days have just been so hard to deal with. Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit down myself, a little demoralized, but doesn't mean I'm going to give up, or, you know, I'm still here, and I'm glad you're here, and we're going to make it through this. We are. That sun's just going to keep coming up every day. All right. This would be, to some extent, you could remember when you could take things like electricity and water and things like that kind of almost for granted? Yeah. Two of Wands. These are the lies, again, about climate change and about the situation we're in. Six of Swords. You know, the numbers don't actually work for the deals that the President Dumpster Fire is setting up with other countries. He's promising to export amounts of energy we don't have. And what is that going to do to the price of our own stuff? America first. Yeah. I wonder how much he's getting in kickbacks. King of Wands, look at that, right in the center, far right. Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, big money. And they just make it worse and worse. But you will find as prices are going up. Do you need me to say, I'll bet you a bright, shiny nickel that as our prices for electricity go up, the companies have record profits. Their utilities. Back in the olden days, Utilities used to be steady, stable, and boring. They used to be boring things to invest in, but they would give you steady returns. Water, electricity, all of that. Those were the days, my friends. Miss Gibson says, you don't have to tell me my electric bill is through the roof. Sorry. So that's the electricity costs. Now, let's have a look at 1045. The actual AI data centers, that sort of thing. Because I'm pretty sure that President Blunderdum just gave something to the tech companies, to the AI companies. I can't remember what it was. What was it? What was just recently in the news? Mayor says, heads up everyone, Home Depot and Lowe's are helping ICE arrest people. Also, when you go into their parking lot now, your license plate is being scanned. I go to a local hardware store instead. Oof. Yeah, and True Value, apparently True Value was just shut down. Oh, it's raining. Just started raining. Yes, Louis, A1 steak sauce. Yes. Love me some A1 steak sauce. Excuse me. I've been vegan for 21 years, but that's irrelevant. Just A1. Okay, here's the thing. Technology is coming. We are this close. Don't eat my plants. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't walk around the side of the pot. Don't do it. Sorry, he tries to eat flora. Anyway, we are this close to quantum computing, to having the kind of rather than like nuclear, having the kind of power that the sun itself uses. We're not there yet, but we're close. This is, you can put on roasted cauliflower. Thank you. Sarah calls it that cauliflower ghost broccoli. Scattershot 8. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot. There are new forms of energy coming. Right now, adding insult to injury. Yeah, the policies are not great. Hanged Man Tower, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's a burden. It is a big burden on our system, but there's new energy coming. There are big changes coming. It's kind of hard to express just the sheer amount of change that's coming. So it's tough. It's tough now. There's the AI, the leaders in AI, new power sources coming, big power. And then big changes in the culture. So will the government subsidize? I want to. Does anyone remember? Did anyone remember what Dumpster Fire did within the last week or two? Some boon that he gave to AI companies. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, Nettie. Boo boo. Flora's gonna give you a tummy ache. You better stop, sweetie. Star says, I want to see Boo Boo walk by in a shower cap. Kelly's asking a carve out. It could have been. I can't remember. Oh, Ms. Gibson, I did apply for heat assistance. Waiting for my application to go through. See how much they're going to give me. Oh, good luck, good luck, good luck. Yeah. TJ says preventing states from regulating them. That was it. That was it. Thank you. Erica says lessening regulations on AI. Yeah. Bernie's asking changes for the better as far as our culture. Good and bad. It's, I mean, I could sit here and give long, long lists of all of the good that AI is already doing, let alone what's coming, versus the pressure on our electrical systems, on our, you name it. You know, I always remember people talk about buying houses back in the 50s. But the thing about those houses was they didn't have, they couldn't have handled all of our electrical devices, let alone internet, let alone. But anyway. Jobs created, jobs gotten rid of. Burden, but this is a far right burden. Two of Cups would be a partnership, and then the Empress is the country. So it looks like in the end it's leaning in a slightly positive direction. That's what this is saying. But if you feel differently, I totally understand. So oh, where was that? Cece says maybe Boo Boo needs some kitty grass. My cat eats it every day. Can put some grass from outside and put it in a bowl too. It helps them if they have an upset tummy or they're needing extra fiber. Covered. I brought in a huge handful again this morning out in the hallway, ripped into pieces. So they're not too big. All out there. All the time. But thank you. Brent says, I remember only 2 electrical outlets per room. And Veronica says, minimal plugs in my 1955 home. Yeah. Yep. Fern says, Rory eats grass and then donates it to the carpet. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Retellings of Boy had a question here. I think it's going to be really pretty easy to answer. But Savoy did ask, is this what's going on a way for President Dumpy and Mister-No-Vax to cut Medicare costs by denying treatment? Yes. Yes, I wish I could say no, but yes. Hi, you're okay. You're okay. There's just a little weed whacking going on in the yard. You're perfectly safe. Cut Medicare costs. Card for the reading. Big money. You realize they're lying, right? I mean, they just are. Dumpy's already hurting people. There's the Emperor, three of Wands, waiting for his ship to come in. Again, I'll be really curious to find out what kind of kickbacks he manages to get. and shaky ground and absolute lies. Part of it is the bizarro world bubble that they live in, and part of it, yeah, it's to cut costs. Crazy. Whew. Carol says, my daughter just received an electric bill totaling over $500 for July, plus a $450 delivery charge. This brought her monthly bill to over $950 for 1 month. Ow! Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Grief. Oof. Okay. Wow. The next question at 20, we're jumping around a little bit. 2115, will dumpster fire find a way to use AI on Social Security data to deny benefits or payments? King of Pentacles, yeah. Why does that feel like Vance? I mean, just that kind of cold, indifferent, I have money. If you don't have money, then that's your problem. You're not working hard enough. That kind of stupidity. Cindy Lou says, Freedom Solar. I'm loving the idea away from Con Ed. There you go. Veronica says, I already pay $350 for water. Wow. Which is mine was $171 last month, all electric. Louis says, we're going to have to start collecting fireflies for the light. And they're endangered. There were some fireflies here a few weeks ago. When I went in after creative sprints went out to go water my garden. So beautiful. Okay, but we are asking about potentially using AI on Social Security. Are these 20? Actually, let me change this. Let us take pity on those using the timestamps. Will President Dumpster Fire, find ways to use AI on Social Security data to deny benefits or payments? This is that coldness, I have mine mentality. Knight of Wands, Devil, Ace of Cups. It's a huge amount of money. This is a huge program. This is incredibly important to people. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. I don't like that it's surrounded on all sides by this right-wing and ultra-right-wing stuff. But it does feel more like they're circling Social Security. They haven't quite figured out how to full-on attack it, but it feels like they're circling it. And I don't know that AI would specifically. I don't know if they would need AI. So. Because school says I went solar 10 years ago, haven't paid for electricity since. Good. Lee is saying, one time, I appreciate my apartment. I don't pay electricity. It's included? Oh, good. Sean is saying, please make sure to check your subscription to the channel as it sometimes expires, as mine did. Like and share. Too, it really helps the channel. Thank you. Yes, it does very much. Yes. So, again, but it also feels like they're busy. Yeah, we've got some other questions to go over where the new things that Dumpy's trying to use to distract. Hi guys, how's it going? You're okay. You're okay. There's Ace of Wands, but there's also Temperance and Hope. So everything's a bit dodgy. I am very concerned about the economy. Very. But yeah, I'm not getting the tower moment for Social Security right now. So fingers crossed. Okay, so Cosmic Goat Lady had a question about Diddler on the Roof. Does the Secret Service think Trump is so unstable mentally and physically that they prevent him from going on the roof, that they will prevent him from going on the roof of the White House again? I doubt it. I doubt it. Summer says, Boo Boo sounds like he's venting to someone in the hall. Oh, that was Alfie. That was Alfie. Boo Boo's higher pitched. Or as my mother calls him, Kato. Not tonight, Kato. Yes, Squeebles. Squeebles the kitty. I'm sorry, I love that name. Squeebles says drama kitties are dramatic. Yes. That was Alfie. All right. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a moron. Why? What are you doing up there? That's what you want the press saying to a president? No. I mean, they're always worried about him. But no, he's eh. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Death card. So they're worried about him, but they keep an eye on him. Yeah, they're always keeping an eye on him. And yes, he's mentally not sharp as a tack, but I'm not getting like fear of him just off the sides or something. So then he says Alfie's putting in his 2 cents about the electricity bill. Yes. Whew. Yes, he is demented. Bernie, yes. At 29 minutes in. What have we heard about the Alaska meeting? When is that supposed to happen? I keep hearing a lot about it. Smith says, under Reagan, people were getting letters that they owed sometimes $60,000. I asked my boss to put a Valium in each letter. Tell people to take that before reading. Jeez. Oh, it's on the 15th? Thank you, Bern. Telling Savoy it's on Friday. Thank you. All right, so we have until Friday. So the question here was, will there be an Alaska meeting? With the speed Trump is deteriorating. Well, will there be an actual? Luna says the roof must have been reinforced. Well, if he's walking around, yeah. Oh, Cece. Joe. Oh, the kittens. Chris Cool says August 15th, no city announcement yet. Raymond says the Alaska meeting is a big distraction from the Epstein files. Right. And they're trying to get Zelensky to agree to give up land in Ukraine. And he's like, no. And he should be like, no. Hi. How's things? You stressed? Hey, do you want to be back over here? You could be under your blankie. You'd be safe. You want to be safe under your blankie? There you go. Because I've got to work here. You're a good boy, but I've got to work there. Come on. Don't make me leave. Oh, come on. It's nice in there. Go ahead. You'll be safe. You'll be safe. Just you'll be safe. Nope, didn't work out. Well, I can try. All right. Alaska. In my, there's something called astrocartography. And basically, there are lines around the planet that correspond to different things in your astrology chart. And it's why you will potentially do better in some areas rather than others. And I have got about a bazillion lines going through Anchorage, Alaska. So apparently if I moved to Anchorage, Alaska, it would just power up my astrology chart like nothing else. I just don't know anybody there. I don't have any reason to go there. There's also one tiny little sliver of like Rhode Island, Massachusetts, just little tiny area. There's something good there. Other than that, there's not much here. That's like Charity, High Priestess, Secrets, also Higher Wisdom, and Shaky Ground. This is walking away with things unfinished. What? Miss Gibson says my nephew and his wife are in the Air Force. They're stationed in Alaska and they love it. I bet it's amazing. I bet it's absolutely amazing. I'm not knocking Alaska at all. I'm just saying I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody up there. And my family's here. So. Oh, Catherine, that's sweet. I'm a native Rhode Islander. Would welcome you with open arms. Thank you. That's very sweet. M. Kelby says, look up your numerology. It may give you more alternatives, but you're cool in Chicago. Oh. Why, thank you. Did you check something, or it just I seem to be okay? So, Lou says Putin wants Alaska. Of course he does. The good news is that Dumpy can't hand it over unilaterally. Thank heavens, because he is that idiot. Oh. Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Talking plan-ish. I don't know. It's. I'm not getting it being earth-shattering. I mean, unless there's an actual earthquake. I'm not getting like this turns the tide. No, I'm really not getting that. Putin is lying through his teeth, and Trump is a grade A idiot. So Lulu Fishes, who would stop him? Oh, the Congress. No, seriously, the courts, Congress. No, you can't. You can't. Mm-mm. Yeah, Veronica, what if he actually thinks he can? Executive order. Oh, absolutely, Squeebles. Pootie does not respect him. No, no. Pootie's gonna walk all over him. World, devil, on the defensive. Snooze fest. When it comes to Ukraine, now who knows? Maybe there's something else going on that we don't know about. That worries me. But this, Kelpie, you just made me spit on my coffee. I hope in a good way. What do you think, sweetheart? You want to go see the moose? You want to go to Alaska and see the moose? Anyway. Lulu Fish is saying he hasn't been stopped by anything so far. Actually, he has. Thank you, Miss Gibson. Actually, no, Trump has not gotten away with it. He's gotten away with things in his personal life, but he's had to rehire a whole bunch of people who were fired. He's had to reverse all kinds of stuff. He doesn't get everything he wants. So Barney says Boo Boo would run away scared. It kind of goes without saying. Sharon says Alaska does not do well for someone with seasonal affective disorder. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So, okay. Miss Gibson was asking about Dumpy's health. I think I looked at that recently because his inside looks like the grease trap at a fast food restaurant. It's not pretty. It isn't just your arteries that end up being clogged. It's all those little tiny capillaries in your brain. Yes. Cindy Lou says, my girlfriend in Alaska has moose in her backyard every day, just about raiding her bird feeders. Really? Oh, Bernie, I am. Hierophant, Emperor's Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. He has access to health care you and I could only dream of. He's got just a whole rolling. Yeah, he's got so much good stuff. There's the government, there's the country, there's the thief. Day ending in day, really. Is he deteriorating? Well, yeah. He's also a lot angrier and more unhappy than we think. It's easy to picture him as he gets away with everything. He's always saying, ha ha, I win. No. Being inside his head is a nightmare. See, we're nice people. We speak out against the injustice and the cruelty and all of that, but we're nice people. So at the end of the day, we read a book, cuddle with a pet or a person if you've got a good one. We talk to each other. We have a community. He doesn't really have a community. Do you know what I mean? And narcissists don't. Cult leaders don't. So, yeah, and he has. I've always said he has got horrifically violent fantasies. Awful. So, anyway, yeah, Ms. Gibson, he's miserable and angry and unhappy. That's narcissism. You can't be happy. You can't be a happy narcissist. Okie dokie. So, all right, Tammy was asking about the attack on the Doge guy. I am not calling him that nickname. It's offensive and stupid. Edward Coristine. That's his name. Edward Coristine was apparently in some kind of, let's see, 40, 30. He was in some kind of physical altercation, fisticuffs. Possibly over a carjacking. I've heard different things, but Tammy was wondering if it was just staged, just flat out staged. Retellings of voice and carjacking at 2:30 a.m. Okay, extra cards. Knight of Swords. Well, this would be your air signs, your intellectual stuff. Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's a computer guy. Probably knows quite a bit. You did not. You're going to let go of me right now. Yes, you are. You are going to let go of me. Oh, okay. And you're stuck. Okay, we have a problem. We have a problem. Somebody's going in the other room. You haven't done that in years. You haven't done that in years. You're going to go. Everybody's fine. Sorry about that. Everybody's fine. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. Came back for the water sprayer. Yeah. Yeah. Even Kitty's in a mood. Poet says they're eating the Sebastians. I'm fine. I'm fine. He got his claw stuck in my hand, but it's not even bleeding. Oh yeah, it is. A little bit. Just washed my hands, doused it in rubbing alcohol. It'll be fine. He didn't his teeth didn't break the skin, just indented. He'll be fine. So and he'll be fine once he calms down. Yeah. All right. I'll be fine. Yep. All right. That should be good for now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Veronica. You handled that well. That was very kind. That's very kind of you. Well, they have little tiny brains. I always joked, brains the size of a walnut. And, they don't have the coping skills that we do. I'm getting more suggestions for Neosporin. Oh, yeah. No, I just doused my hand in rubbing alcohol. I washed my hands with soap and water. Then I doused it in rubbing alcohol. So we're good for now. Okay. Yeah, even animals having a bad day. Tammy says, next time we see you, you'll be Catwoman. Aren't I already? Kind of. I'm fine. All right. So Edward Coristine was it staged? Thank you. No, it wasn't staged. It's unfortunate. Nobody should be have to be in a physical fight with anybody. So yeah, I'll be fine. I don't know. This is not this. Like I said, he didn't break the skin. Just with this nail. That's normal. Emperor. He worked for the emperor. But 10 of cups, 7 of cups, 8 of swords hemmed in. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's sad, but yeah, it was just a thing. So it's Neely with a black patent leather suit. It's at the cleaners. Hang on. CC Ryder is saying something about police were nearby, stopped at local DC news reports. I don't know what that's about, but Lynette says my cat does that to me, and the look she gives me when I say ouchie, like she's sorry. Oh. Veronica's asking, do you have a Halloween program planned? Oh, still thinking about it. Okay. Okay. At 47:30. Will Congress successfully vote to allow for presidential third terms? I don't think they can. It's my understanding is it's actually in the Constitution now, so you need a constitutional amendment. So, oh, Big Daddy Californian, thank you. Dear higher spirits, please protect our host of Black and Orange and heal her hand. Also give her cat lots of love and peace. Thank you. That was very sweet. Yes, it's due to FDR. Exactly. So, we get a third term. Oh, washed my hands so well my nails are coming off. That just fell right off. Okay. Well, I mean, there are already $50 Trump hats, red Trump hats that say Trump 2028. $50. If they paid me $50, I'd be like, no. King of Pentacles, it's a way to make money, to pretend he's not a lame duck. Because as time goes on, his position gets weaker and weaker and weaker, especially when Democrats take over Congress, because we're all going to vote, right? We're going to vote in just overwhelming numbers, too big to rig, right? Please. 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Emperor, 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands. No, there's the Emperor there, but there's nothing here or here that's even major arcana. It's just he's on the defensive. This is him having to leave. a way to talk back. It upsets the Democrats. It's on. Right. All right, and at 50:20, okay, we've got to get to. I've answered questions by everybody. I've answered at least one question by everybody who asked questions. All right, so now at 50:40, let's do some stuff that was in the news specifically this morning. Trump has announced a plan to have homeless people relocated far from his government in Washington, D.C., and to quickly round up and jail criminals. Is this a precursor to a broader authoritarian agenda to remove vulnerable populations from visibility? How very Germany 1930s of him. Which says we can't wish our lives away waiting for November 26th? 26th? Oh, 2026. Yeah. Oh, we're not. We're not. Criminalizing being poor. It's always worked so well in the past. Thank you, Brenda C. It's not his White House. Thank you. Chariot, so he can have his big squeaky parades. Squeak, 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 squeak. This is a whole lot of not much. He's just awful. He's just mean. You're a mean one, Mr. Trump. And his heart is 5 sizes too small. Maybe 6, because there's no coming back for him. Page of Cups. These are the most vulnerable people. Knight of Wands. Yes, be cruel and awful to those who have nothing. Page of Swords. There are already certain laws in place. Washington, D.C. can handle their own. 2 of Pentacles. Shaky ground. 8 of Cups. I don't know that there's much he's going to be able to actually do. He doesn't personally control Washington, D.C. So, yes, Burn. Distract. Be a good day to release the Epstein files. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, in a related news, at 53:40, Trump teased a major announcement. I think it's supposed to be tomorrow. Major announcement to stop violent crime in Washington, D.C., including prosecuting minors as adults from the age of 14 and potentially imposing a federal takeover of the city. Could this be used to override local governance, impose federal control? Distract. Thank you, Old Silver. Denver parses many people are 1 check away from being unhoused and homeless. Yeah. And it's not getting better. Squeebles the kitty is wise. How about spending $200 million in assistance programs for the homeless? You know, the ballroom money. Ding. Knight of Pentacles going up against the abject, poor 9 of Cups. Washington, D.C. does what they do, Queen of Wands, Devil. He may try something because he's blowing a lot of smoke and he is desperate to change the topic. Desperate. But is he actually going to go through with anything? Because this is like a big takeover the media and he announces blah, 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 and then crickets. Kind of what this feels like. So, Raymond says the more F45 tries to distract, the more the Epstein files attract. Yes, indeed. All right. King of Wands. Four of Wands is base of power, but he's on the defensive with them. Democrats are gaining power. King of Cups, High Priestess, secrets, and theft. Distract, distract, distract. Jazz hands. Shiny, shiny. Shiny object, shiny object. Shiny, shiny, shiny object, shiny object. Okay. All right, and we've got to cover this. 5645. Wow. All right. Are you familiar with the knitting cult lady? She's great. She grew up in a cult and she went into the military. She has written multiple books on cults, the thinking behind them, how they work. She knows all about it and is happy to share all of her knowledge. And one of the things she has said, made perfectly clear, is if you will notice, almost all of the cults, they always end up doing something with space. Branch Davidian, aliens, whatever it is. And you think, well, Scientology isn't like that. Yes, it is. Because once you find out what the upper level secrets are, it's a bunch of alien garbage. I'm not saying that there aren't aliens in the world, in the universe. I'm saying Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard's ideas about no, just no. So, but they always do something about space. CNN interviewed nuclear policy analyst Joe Cirincione, I think. Forgive me if I've mispronounced that. Who criticized Trump's plan to put a large nuclear reactor on the moon by 2030. Fail. No. We don't have the technology. It is technologically unrealistic, too expensive, and wildly dangerous. Is this proposal a distraction from the Epstein files? Yes. Is it a genuine but flawed policy? Genuine? Flawed policy? Yes. But this is what they do. And I just mixed up my cards. They're facing in different directions now. Oh, just those. Okay, good. A nuclear reactor on the moon in 5 years. But see, he made Space Force. And we needed a Space Force, but of course it's the authoritarians who were always, In JFK wanted, us to go to the moon. That was a legitimate race. This, they always... Minx, Black Veil, yes. Apparently he's never seen space, 1999. First thing I thought of too. The first thing. Although in Space 1999, which was fantastic, even at its most 1979-tastic. Anyway, yeah, in Space 1999, what happened? This is not a spoiler. It's in the intro. They were storing spent nuclear fuel on the moon, and then they had a ton of it, and then just tons and tons of it. And then one day it went kablooey, and it shot the moon out of Earth's orbit and into deep space. And then surprisingly, amazingly, they just kept running into new planets and aliens and like you would in real space. Just all over the place. It was like an alien superhighway that they just happened to be crossing. But it was fun. It was fun. Sharon is saying, who's going to maintain this power plant? Yeah, exactly. And isn't there a big old asteroid about to hit the moon within the next few years? Like 2032? Isn't there some huge asteroid that's supposed to mash itself into the moon, kick up a huge amount of dust and yeah. Oh, leaving things unfinished. Oh, considering how many people they just fired from NASA? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Justice. You're unbalanced. 9 of Pentacles. Blah, de blah. Adding insult to injury. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. So where are you going to get the money for this? Let me guess. Your cronies. Let me guess your cronies are going to do something. Yes, Nilu, the aliens will maintain it. There we go. Never Never says, if that's the case, this fits perfectly with Trump's ability for planning and forethought. Exactly. It's as ridiculous as he is. So, yeah. Yep, Burn, got to keep that money moving from the bottom to the very tippy top. Yeah. Nah. Anyway. All right. That is going to do it for me for today. But it's 1:18 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. It's Sarah's day off. But guess where I'll be tomorrow? Right back here. I'm here every single day. The community's here. Some of you are here every day too. It's amazing. Thank you. So you always have this community here every day. So hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. And we'll talk later. Okay. All right. Take care. Do hit the like and subscribe if you don't mind. Thank you.